Let's take a look at how we share folders in Windows Server 2016. So we're going to right-click anywhere in our File Explorer and choose New and Folder. And we'll just go ahead and call this one Public, just as an example. So let's right-click on Public, and then we're going to go to Properties. And then here we have General, Sharing, and we also have this new Classification tab. Now, Classification is only something you're going to see if you've installed File Server Resource Manager. If you have not done that, you're not going to see that. But Classification allows us to give access to users based on more than just their username or group that they're a member of. We can also give them access or deny access based on what zip code they're in, what street they live on, what department they're in. So it's a lot more granular type of access. Now, we're not going to cover that right now, but let's go ahead and take a look at how we can share a folder, and in this case it's called Public. So we have a couple different options. One is the general share. We can just go ahead and click on Share, and you can see by default it's going to give the administrator read, write, and administrators owner. So if we want, we can go ahead and add in such as everyone, and we can click Add, and we can choose read, write, or remove. So they're not going to get the ownership right, but they can get read, write, which gives them all the same abilities to edit and delete a file if they need to, and also create files as well. Let's go ahead and do that and click Share and click Done. The other option is advanced sharing. So let's go ahead and close that, and we're going to right-click and create another folder, and we'll just call it the Sales folder. So let's right-click on that and go to Properties, and once again go to the Sharing tab and click on Advanced Sharing. So I click on Share this folder, and then we click on Permissions, and we see everyone is in there by default. So if I cancel this and we go back to the General Easy Share, we see that's not the way things are. So this has to do with just a legacy way that this was created back prior to this Easy Share button. So let's go back to Advanced Sharing and click on Share this folder, click Permissions, we'll give everyone full access, and we'll click OK. We also have the option for caching, which basically means that we can allow the user to download the files to their computer, which can then be available offline. So we have to allow it here first, and then we have to set it up on the client second. But we're not going to do that at this time. Just wanted to make sure you're aware of it. All right, so we also have the amount of users we can set up, and you can see it has a lot of users that we'll probably never reach. Go ahead and click OK. So now we have DC01 Sales is now shared as well as Public. So there's not a lot of difference between the Easy Share button here and the Advanced Sharing here as far as the user goes. I mean, as long as the user has access to it, they can't tell the difference when they access it, which one it was set up with. I prefer to use the Advanced Sharing, and here's why. So let's say that your folder contains a terabyte or more of data. If you choose the Easy Share button, for some reason Microsoft has made it so it will push out all of the permissions for that shared folder down to all the folders, subfolders, and files beneath it. And it will change the access control list, and it will do that while you have to wait for it to finish. And that could take a few minutes. It could also take an hour or more, depending on how fast your server is and how much data you have. Whereas if you choose the Advanced Sharing, it does the opposite. What it does is it says it's going to make the change, but it doesn't make you wait for it. It does it in the background. So if you have a lot of data, then it just makes a lot more sense. All right, so our other option that we need to make sure we set is security, because sharing and security permissions work together. So if we take the Security tab and then we click on Edit, we can also add everyone if we decide that we want to do that. Now, I don't recommend that on the security side. On the sharing side, it's perfectly fine. On the security side, I don't recommend that, because if you have someone plug into your network that's not a member of your domain, they will have access to that data, and if they have a virus on there, they could crypto all of your data. So let's go ahead and just put domain users instead. So domain users will have access to this using the Security tab. So it's kind of confusing, because we have, on one hand, we have everyone who has access on the sharing side, and we have domain users that have access on the security side. So which one does it use when it goes to calculate who has rights? Well, the answer is it's a combination. So security and sharing are equal as far as their ability to access. So security is not more important than sharing. Sharing is not more important than security. So what it does is it takes whatever the least amount of rights are between them. So on the sharing side, everyone has full. On the security side, domain users have full. So the least amount of security would be domain users have full because it's a smaller group. If I, for instance, took domain users and I edited it and I said, not only does domain users have access, but we're going to take away this full control, we're going to say they only have read capability. So we're going to go ahead and remove everything else but read. There we go. So now if you calculate the permissions, again, it's whatever the least amount of permissions is. So sharing has full for everyone. Security has domain users, just read only. So the calculated rights are going to be just read only for domain users because that's the least amount of rights. I'm going to go ahead and change that back so domain users have full access. There we go. And then any file or folder created underneath the sales or public that we created earlier will inherit the rights from this parent folder that's at the top of the C drive. So that's how we share a folder in Windows Server 2016. And what we can do here is do a / DC01, which is called the Universal Naming Convention, or UNC path. We hit enter, and we can see there's our sales folder, and there's our public folder, along with other folders that were previously shared. We can double-click on that. You can see there's nothing in it. We can also right-click on it, and we can map a network drive to it as well. So now it's our Y drive. And that's it. That's how we share files and folders in Windows Server 2016.